Hello everyone, so today's video is a tutorial and it's very glowy, very dewy, fresh looking skin. Nothing super heavy as far as foundation, very glowy with the highlight and cream blush, a very glossy lip, super sparkly eyes that are so pretty and just very soft and light, but also very sparkly. And I'm using quite a few of my favorite products and I wanted to share them with you. So today we are going to do a dewy makeup routine, and I've used these products a lot over the last several days, and I just love the way the skin looks and how dewy and pretty it looks, kind of glossy, but it's not over the top, it's not super greasy, oily looking, it's just right. And I'm going to share with you the best products to achieve this look. If you're interested, I'm going to do a voiceover for the steps and kind of get through that pretty quickly. So I hope you will enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. Alright, to start off, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 1 Fair and the Stila One Step Correct primer, and I like to put them on the back of my hand, and I will mix the two together. I like them both together, and they're equally as good on their own. One gives more of a dewy finish, which is the Charlotte Tilbury, and then one is more color correcting, which is the Stila. And I, like I said, love them both equally. Next, I'm going to mix two different face products. So I'm going to start with the Estee Lauder. This is the Futurist Hydra Rescue. I have it in the shade 1W1 Bone, and then the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drops. And I have the lightest shade in that one. I will write it down in the description box. But I start with the Fenty, which is very light. I want to say it's the porcelain shade that I'm using. And then I will just kind of dot around the Estee Lauder products so that I can get a little bit more coverage, since the Estee Lauder does kind of lean towards a more medium-ish coverage, and the Fenty is more on the lighter side, so more like a tinted moisturizer per se. So the coverage is very, very light. So that's why I like to mix both of them together. Then to brighten up my under eye area, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Under Eye Brightener in the shade Rose Quartz. And I just dab it directly onto my under eye area from the actual tube, and I use my damp beauty sponge to blend that in just as I did with the foundation. Next, for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I have it in the shade 3. And I just apply this like normal and I do pull it down just a little bit as we will get kind of closer towards my nose area, and just kind of brightening up this area. I do feel like the shade is right for specifically covering and also brightening. Then to set everything, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder, and I have the lightest shade in that as well, and I'm using a Real Techniques fluffy brush. I forget what it's called. I'll write it down for you in the description box. Then for primer, I'm going to use the Gripping Eye Primer from Milk Makeup. This is one of the products that I got from my Sephora VIB sale orders, and so far I'm actually really enjoying this primer. I thought it was going to be a little bit more sticky, but it's not as sticky as I thought. And then I do set it with the same face powder. Then for my face, to add that glow, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Cosmetics Brighten Up. This is a luminous setting powder that will add a nice glow to the skin. It doesn't look shimmery or like I took a highlighter and applied it to the face, which is why I like using it to set my foundation so that it sets but also keeps that radiance and luminosity, which I think is key to creating a look like this. It's glowy and dewy. You want to use the right powder, and that's a great one. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Glowish bronzer. This is a soft radiance bronzer in the shade medium. And my camera did get a little bit more yellow because of the bronzer. For some reason, my camera just tends to want to do that with the lighting in my bathroom. So it will adjust and get better in a little bit. But this bronzer is very easy to apply and very creamy and blendable. For brows, I'm moving on to my Charlotte Tilbury in the shade medium brown. I forget the exact name of this pencil, but like I said before, everything is listed in the description box. And I'm going to be just kind of fast forwarding this quite a bit because this does take quite a bit of time. And then to set everything in my brows, I will use the Revitalash Clear Brow Gel. Then to highlight my brow, I like this Benefit pencil that I talked about in one of my previous videos. I like to go around my brow area with an angled brush to clean up, and this is a matte light brightening pink shade, which is perfect for this to clean up any messes and make everything look a little bit more perfected. For blush, one of my favorite steps, I'm using one of the Cheeky Tint sticks from Huda Beauty that came out about a month ago or so. This is in the shade called Rebel Red, and it is very intense, and it looks quite scary when you look at it in the actual stick, but it does look really pretty when it's blended onto the skin. And I'm applying it, you'll see it looks a little heavy, but I do blend it out. I'm using an angled brush from A Cosmetics, and I like to apply my blush a little higher than I used to, and then just softly blending it onto the apples of my cheek and over the nose. But I'm using this brush because I feel like it applies and blends very, very well and keeps the product in a specific area that I'm wanting. And it is just such a pretty kind of, I don't know, it's just this tone is just right. I really love it. So then to set everything, I am using my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder and making sure that everything is set, especially my under eye, so I don't have any creasing. Then for highlight, I'm taking this highlighter from Jaclyn Cosmetics in the shade called Iced. This is very glowy, very dewy. It's one of those you see me coming from a mile away kind of highlight, which is why I chose it. I love it. And it adds that glowy radiance to the skin, and it takes that sort of glowy look to the next level without looking like a glazed donut, because I don't want to look that glossy and kind of oily looking. I don't really care for that on my skin personally, so this is pretty dewy and beautiful. So then for more highlight, I'm going to go in with this new one from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Multi Glow. You can use it on your face as a highlighter and also for eyeshadow. So I'm going to take that champagne color and just sort of take this glow to the next level. As you can see here, it's quite a bit of glow. Then for my lips, since they do feel quite dry, I like this lip serum from A Cosmetics. I actually need to get another one because I am almost completely out. It's so good, and it gives you a nice pretty pink color. So for eyes, I'm going to go back into that bronzer from Huda Beauty, and I'm taking that with a big fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to lightly define my crease because I want everything to be just very soft and light for this look specifically. So I like to take that through the crease and also bring that down towards the lower lash line. And it's very, very light. So I'm going to go back in with the Charlotte product, and I'm using this light kind of purpley lilac tone. It's very brightening, and it's very glowy and shimmery, and it's really beautiful. So I start by applying that onto my lids with a brush, and I think this color is really, really pretty for eyeshadow and also to be mixed with your highlight. But to intensify it and make it look a little bit more intense, I do like to apply it with my finger. As you can see, I feel like it adds more impact, and then I'm going to take the lightest shade, which is the white color, and I'm going to add that to my brow bone as a highlight and also the inner corner to sort of open up the eyes. And again, very glowy, very dewy, specifically chosen for this look. And for some more definition, I'm going to take the medium nude palette from Huda Beauty, and I'm going to take the lightest shade, which is quite warm, and I'm going to use that to define my crease just a little bit more after I've applied the eyeshadow. And I do think that it added just a little bit of warmth to the skin without being super dramatic. Then for eyeliner, I'm going to take the black eyeliner from Makeup by Mario in Tight Line, and then the Patrick Ta is going to be my main eyeliner. And this one is in a dark brown shade. I think it's called Rich Brown. And I really like this pencil. It glides on very smoothly, very easy to apply, and it stays on all day. But I also like how precise and thin the tip is because it keeps the line from getting too thick for me. Then I like to take a smudge brush and sort of smudge that out just a little bit before it sets completely. And it's very workable, so you can definitely blend this out and kind of smoke out a little bit of the liner before it sets. Then taking the Fenty Beauty eyeliner in Puppy Eyes, which is a bronze shade, and I'm using that for my waterline. Mascara is the Limitless mascara from Ilia, and I talked about this in my previous video. I'm using this one currently, but I do like how it lengthens, thickens, and defines my lashes, without being clumpy. For lips, I'm going to use the Buxom Powerline Lip Liner in Hush Hush Henna. Talked about this on Instagram a little bit ago, and it's one of my favorite lip liners to use. It is like the perfect color. I did not remove the It Cosmetics lip serum. I kind of left that on, so that's the little pink tone that you're seeing. Then I'm going to take the Citizen Cosmetics lip product, and this is the Nudiversal Lip Duo in the shade DC, which is a pretty pink shade, and I absolutely love this. And I talked about this combo on Instagram, and I said it's a must-have. It's one of my go-tos, and so I'm showing that to you in the video today. And I'm adding the gloss to go over it because I love a glossy lip. And here is the look. We are complete, dewy, glowy, pretty with some pinks, and I just absolutely love the way this came out. Alright, so that is my routine for getting dewy skin. I do this look pretty often using very minimal foundation and products, like base products, but I also do this when I do wear a full face of foundation that's more full coverage, and I just add in the glow with the primers, the setting powder, the dewy, glowy highlight, the blushes, and it just sort of makes the skin look so good. As you can see, the way the light catches it, it's just so beautiful, and I love it, and that's why I do this look pretty regularly because it's one of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some helpful tips and maybe some new products to try that will become your favorites as well. And I appreciate you so much for being here, for tuning in, for watching. The description box will have all the products listed. Follow me on Instagram and we can chat there, be friends, and stay in the know of when videos are getting posted by hitting the notification bell when you subscribe. If you are a subscriber already, thank you so much for your love and support. It means everything to me. I hope to see you soon. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.